Hello. I don't know if anyone's here yet, but if anyone is here, hello. How's everyone doing today? I mean, I am just sort of here at the moment, but I have another game that I want to start soon, along with Hollow Knight, but I didn't want to start it quite yet, so I need to play a couple things that I can get finished in just a few sessions, if that makes any sense. And so today we are playing a fun little hacking sim called Hacknet. This is from a while back. I don't actually remember how long it's been since the last time I played this. And I don't even think I played it on stream the first time I played this. But it is here. I have played this before, but it's been a hot second, so I'm revisiting it. It's something that I have not played in a while, so I might be a little rusty. But we'll see how it goes. Alright, let's see. Let's set my username to... I have to click into the window, that's important. Oh, username already in use. Okay. I must have an old save file then. Password. Password. Alright, that'll let me log into my... Start a new session, start a new game. Let's go. I'm sure there's lore here, but I honestly can't read all that fast. So, let's see what we got. 14-day timer expired, initializing failsafe. Hi. This is, stranger than I expected. I guess I'm supposed to write this in past tense, though I hardly feel like admitting it's over. My name is Bit, and if you're reading this, I'm already dead. Well, that's a way to start things off. I like the music, though. Loading modules, loading nodes, articulating splines, initialization complete. I should probably move myself to the other side of the... Actually, no. Over here works. Alright, tutorial. Learn as quickly as possible. Begin the tutorial sequence by pressing the continue button below. Okay. Oh, give me a second. My game's not aligned in the... Game is not properly aligned. There we go. That's better. Alright. Connect to a computer by typing connect IP in the terminal or clicking a node on the network map. So that's my PC. Well, that's my simulated PC. First thing to do on any system is to scan it for adjacent nodes. This will reveal more computers on your map that you can use. Scan this computer now by pressing the Scan Network button on the display module. That should be all you need. Disconnect from my own server. Time for you to connect to an outside computer. Be aware that attempting to compromise the security of another's computer is legal under the USC Act 103018. Proceed at your own risk and connect to an outside machine by clicking a blue node on the network map. Alright, we got Octovision Studios. This VM's terminal module has been activated. This will be your primary interface for navigating and interacting with nodes. A command can be run by typing it out and pressing enter. Okay, so that's my terminal down over here. So I probably should move over to the other side, actually. Let me just move over here real quick. I'll, like, make myself smaller too, so I'm not blocking quite as much. There we go. That way y'all can actually see the terminal as well. Command can be run by typing it out, press and enter. A computer's security system and open ports can be analyzed using the probe command, probe or nmap command. Analyze the computer you are currently connected to. Okay, so nmap. Here you can see the active ports, active security, and the number of open ports required to successfully crack this machine using port hack. This machine has no active security and requires no open ports to crack. If you are prepared to, it is possible to crack this computer using the program port hack. Alright, so I can run the program port hack. How do I run? Do I just have to type it in, or...? Yeah, I just type it in. Alright, we've taken control of an external system and are now its administrator. Well, that was easy. You can do whatever you like with it, however, you should start by scanning for local nodes to locate additional computers. I need to pull my chair in a little bit. Do this using the scan command. Okay. Our result's not a problem. Next you should investigate the file system. List the files and folders in the current directory. Alright, list the files and folders by using the ls command. Display module has been reactivated for use with this. Okay. Navigate to the bin folder. Binaries folder to search for useful executables using the command cd folder name. Okay, so cd, note the space. So cd bin, or does it have to be cd/bin? Nope, just cd bin. Okay. To view the contents of the current folder you are in, use the command list. There are no programs here, but you should look at config.txt. Alright. So alright, so that's to navigate to the folder. What do I do here? Read the contents of any file using the cat command. Reading data without permission is illegal. Okay. Well, I think in this case I don't care too much about illegal actions, so cat config.txt. Totally useless. Now to clear your tracks before you leave, move up a folder in the directory tree by using cd ... The wildcard ... indicates back or up. Okay. So move to the log folder, cd log. Delete all files in this directory. You can delete a file using the command rm file name. However, you can delete all files in the current directory with the command rm star. Wildcard asterisk indicates all. Okay. Wrong one. rm star. Disconnect from this computer. You can do so using the DC or disconnect command. Alright, you have completed the guided section of this tutorial. To finish it, you must locate the process ID of this tutorial program and kill it. The help command will give you a complete command list at any time. Alright, so let's start with help. Alright, so connect IP. So I need to connect to my desktop first. So scan. Alright. So then I need to connect to my own IP, right? Alright. Connect to... Wish I had my numpad right about now. I have a numpad on my work keyboard, but not on my home keyboard. 26, 228, 83. That's not my IP. Which is probably good. 228, 93. No, 83. Alright, CD... CD stash. Oh, okay, so I have to go back up one level and then CD miss. Nothing there. CD bin. They did say to navigate to... Oh, I have to go up a level still. Okay, there we go. Security tracer.exe? I don't think that's it. X server sys. OS config, boot config, net config. I don't want to delete any of those. So, help page number. Alright, oh, PS is currently running processes in their PIDs. So then kill PID. So then kill the program, you just kill 106. There we go. Open up my mail. Bit, first contact. Hi, I don't know you, and I'm sad to say that I never will, but if you're reading this, it means you might be the only person that can make things right. Right now, I'm trapped. There's no way out, and there's not enough time, and I need your help. But there's something we need to take care of first. The faster the better. Hacknet OS wasn't meant to be released as it is now. After a while, an automated tracker will activate itself. We can't let that happen. Connect to your own node, then find and delete securitytracer.exe. Okay. Alright, so... CD... That was in my sys folder, right? No, it was in my bin folder. Nope. CD... Oh, that's because I'm not on my own node. Surprised I can just look at the mail systems files, though. If I remember correctly, that was in my bin? Yeah, alright, so rm securitytracer.exe. There we go. Then go back to mail. Okay, nice. Not doing too bad. I'm also kind of vibing with the music. Alright, getting some... No, wrong one. Inbox. Getting some tools together. Great, that should keep you safe for now, at least from your own computer. Before we start, we're gonna need a few things. Port hack alone isn't gonna cut it on most modern computers you'll find, not ones with anything worth looking at anyway. You should start by checking up on a friend of mine. He goes by Viper. Awful, I know, but honestly not the brightest crayon in the box. But he always seems to get a hold of useful code. You should have no trouble getting into his files. Finding something useful might be a little bit more of a challenge. You can, for the most part, ignore the generic files. Stuff that gets logged or saved by a program, IRC logs and the like. Custom-named things like .exe files are what to look out for. Download any files you can using the command scp. Alright, so... I should probably clear my progress here, shouldn't I? Okay, can't log into that, so... Love that. Okay, so I need to get into... Viper Battle Station. That IP. Connect. Probe. So then I can report hack. Assuming I don't misspell it, that is. Yeah, I'm vibing with the music. Okay, so let's see the file system. Work. YouTubers.txt. How old is this? Notes.txt. Finally managed to torrent that sweet new Hackser program from the server Golem told me about. Can't wait to try it out. Just gotta work out how to use it first. ASDF. Induction test. Alright, can I make... Oh, I can make notes. Sweet, okay. So I need... Induction test. Induction test. It'd help if I could spell. Test. 19959 149 230. There we go. Close that. Need something about overloading it, maybe. Got to research for it. Maybe there's a program to help. We'll ask for more money. Email drafts. Oh. Dad, sorry I haven't emailed you in a while. I've been really busy with school. Year 11 is hard, but I think I'm doing okay. Oh, it's a high schooler. Or, I think that's the equivalent of high school. I actually wanted to ask for a little help. I need some software for a school project. It's called ftpbounce.exe. It's really useful. It'll cost a lot, though, and I've run out of the money you sent me last time. All this IT project software is really expensive. Is there any chance you could send another $2,000 to my account? It'd really help out. Thanks. Love you, Tim. Aw, cute. Alright, so CD, let's see. I need to go to bin. SCP, SSH, crack. I hope it's not case sensitive. It's not case sensitive. Sweet. Okay. Alright. CD log. Remove all. DC. No, DC. Alright, so even after you've run something on a terminal. Wait, I have to reconnect. Scan. Found entropy asset cache. Okay, so CD log. And then go over here. Probe. They got a firewall, so I can't get in right now. Some tools together. So... Now I get to reply, I think? Alright, maiden flight. We're doing good. Making good progress. Oh, the music changed too. Congratulations! I honestly have no way of knowing if you succeeded in this responder, but if you're seeing this, it means you at least found something. I'm gonna assume it's something really useful. You should try breaking one of my old test servers. If Viper had the sort of thing he's known for getting lying around, you should have everything you need to get in. Remember, any non-basic programs you need to get a port number to run, like this. SSH crack 22. So file name, port number. Just find a port you want to crack and run it on that. Oh, and in case you don't know already, you can hit tab to autocomplete commands. Okay, that's good. Hitting SSH then tab should autocomplete it to the full name, etc. Okay, so I'm gonna need to make a note to myself to go back to entropy asset cache when I have something that can get past the firewall. Is it cache when you have firewall tool? Then the IP is 189.95.44110. Okay. What? I thought I added add note. Visit 189. I just had it typed down. 189.95.44110. After firewall. Okay. Then I'm connecting to this server. I'm gonna probe. Alright. SSH. Alright, so I need to crack the corresponding port, so it's SSH 22. It's running. Alright. Oh, wait, now I need to run port hack. Okay. I can work with that. Alright. Let's see. Auto log reports. Alright, waiting for the boss to leave, then I'll meet you up back. J. Walter, do you think he has any idea? Shinterlands. I doubt it. He's got no idea about the shitstorm that's coming. Don't forget to clear that browser history. We don't want it tracing him back to us. Yeah, I got it covered. He just grabbed his coat, and he's walking out the door now. Okay, give me a minute to set up the camera feed. Good to go. You got 3 minutes before that static image falls down. I'll take the list, then we'll grab a pint to celebrate. Okay. Wouldn't believe this shit if I told you. What? Did it work? Got mercs banging down my door for the source. Damn, son, sounds like you've hit the big leagues. Getting a decent payout? 12K, not too bad for 2 months of work. Wonder what they'll use it for. Probably drain your bank accounts. Good luck, got no money for them to steal. Confirmed fake. Okay. I'm guessing that's what the F prefix is. Alright, we got all good on my end. That idiot Bill got fired and I'm safe. Great. I always hated Bill. He did me a favor. Not to mention that 10K kickback, right? Well, that helped too. So we good here? All good. I've got months of exclusives here. I'll hit you back next year when the new Brisbane movie is coming out. Later, boss. Text file left text. Congratulations, you win. LEX server. Not sure what that does. Hobbs terminal guide. Alright, so cat file name. I'm gonna download this just in case. CD pause. Alright, so CD drops you to the root directory of the file system, outputs the directory and files in the directory that you're in, pulls you one level. Alright, so CD / will take you back up to the root. That's good to know. Replace file name string 1, string 2. Replaces the specified content of the target file with the stuff you want to replace it with. MV file name target moves or renames a file. If you want to move the file, then you need to specify the folder you want it to move it to, like this. So move config.sys to misc. If you want to rename the file, then simply specify the string that you want the file to be renamed, such as move config sys config old. Help 1, help 2, and help 3. The help file, all 3 pages. Fork bomb. It's not specified, but it's a useful panic button if you need to down a system in a hurry. You'll need admin rights for this one. You can fork bomb your own sister. Your own sister. Your own system. Hey Scarecrow! Welcome in. I am revisiting a little hackin' sim. Well, it's not actually that little. There's a good couple hours in the game, but I'm revisiting a little hacking simulator that I played forever ago. And Shell sets up a remote host on a system where you've got admin access. This can be run on your own system for defensive measures. See trap for details. Okay. Nothing in bin, nothing in the sys folder that I need, so I guess I just clear my logs? Oh. Okay, so now I go back to the test server. File system, logs, remove, and DC. Alright. So, like, what's going on right now? I just started, so currently I'm going through what's basically an extended tutorial section. Where, like, I'm learning from a guy who is apparently already dead. Like, just the basics, like, what are the commands you're doing, how to connect to servers, how to get to other servers in the network, that sort of thing. Also, I should scan this before I forget. Nothing. Okay. Alright, so now I need to go back to mail. Nice work. Here's where it's gonna start getting harder. I need to ask a favor. I've been a little sloppy lately, which is what got me into this whole mess. Which is why I'm writing this in the first place, I guess. Anyway, the point is, there's some logs on a few computers that I prefer weren't there. You should remember this. If you forget everything else I tell you, don't get sloppy. Delete your logs. If you haven't been, start now. Everything you do on any modern OS is tracked and logged in the log folder. Just go in there and remove the whole thing. Never forget to. Good luck. Okay, so we've got delete all files in the target computer's log folder. Alright, so gotta get to the target computer first. Okay, probe. Once I'm an admin, I'll have to scan it. I need to crack port. Oh, insufficient memory. Okay, clear notes to free space. I don't need that. And I don't need that. Alright, let's try this again. Tab to complete commands, then 22. There we go. Alright, so when that's done running, I can port hack it. I'm mostly just vibing with the music while I'm picking this up. I've played this before, so I remember some of it, but I don't remember most of it, so there's definitely things I need to pick back up on. Alright, let's see, what do we got? Documents, personal, laptop police report, chat log, laptop, tax return. Draft 508. Dad, I know you don't understand the choices that I've made, and I don't expect you to. What I do expect, however, is the common decency to respect those choices and to continue treating me as your child. Until you're willing to do that, I'm sorry, but I need to leave Boston. I can't bear to be in the same city knowing that my hero, my role model, is living in the same place, ignoring my existence. I tried my hardest to be accommodating, understanding, and try to explain the transition. But I can't handle it anymore. I'm going to LA with James. If you want to talk, you have my numbers. Please know that I haven't made this decision lightly. This is something that I have to do, and I hope in that time you will learn to accept me for who I really am. I love you, Paul. Aww. Well, now I just feel kind of bad. Let's see this. Claim number AAH. Claim number A. Alright, so they got their laptop stolen. Chatlog, are you guys ready to stream? That depends. Are you ready to die? Lol. Shut up, Johnson. Don't make me get the peanut butter and microchips. It was one goddamn time. One time is all it takes. Where's Hellerfin? Anyone heard from him? No one really knows where he is. A mystical, magical beast just appears when you least expect it. Seriously, our streaming schedule is messed up. Every time I hop on, it's not what I expected. The schedule is a mess of guesswork and broken dreams. Dang, okay. Alright, laptop.txt. Convention insurance won't cover. Personal insurance not declared prior to incident. We need to declare valuables before they were stolen. Police can investigate, can't cover. Unlikely anything comes of that. Just the binary for their tax return. Report email draft. Intro, nothing conclusive, got leads. Laptop was stolen at convention, contained the dossier reports. Had copied the most likely one over here. Was sure I had. We'll submit with details of what we found soon. Okay. Bin. Alright, let's see the bin. Nothing in bin. Nothing in the system, so I just need to go to and remove these. Okay, so whoever this is accessed a file and then deleted it. I can't get their IP though. Alright, so yeah, I'm just gonna remove those. Oh, remove. No, remove all. And then disconnect. There we go. I'm not entirely sure what's going on right now. I got this email from Bit, whose PC I was just connected to, so Paul, I guess this is their real name. Basically, like, walking me through what are the tools that I need, what do I have access to, that sort of thing. I should scan this. No luck. Okay. And I guess I'm helping them out with whatever this is. Alright, if you see this, then you've done well, and, well, all this might actually be worth something. Is that too much to hope for? It seems like a lot to hope for. I realize that I just don't have time to write this whole thing. There's way too much to learn, and I don't have time to do any of it. So I'm gonna need to ask something more. There's a group that goes by Entropy. Oh, that's the test server that I wrote down earlier. That's currently accepting members. They'll be able to teach you. When you're ready, I'll contact you again. As for getting into Entropy, you'll need to bypass a proxy server. A few shells, running on computers you've already got admin access on, should be able to overload it. Good luck, and thank you. P.S. I almost forgot. If you run into trouble, I've linked the Network Education Archive server too. It's got a lot of useful info in it. Okay, so I will take that, and then I will look at this. Proxy server quick guide. Proxy servers function as a buffering layer between a target computer and connecting counterpart that filters, caches, and monitors incoming traffic to both optimize web performance for repeated queries and prevent some kinds of attacks. Okay. The most well-recognized flaw in proxy servers is their upper memory limit, which reached will force them to allow unchecked traffic to pass through. To exploit this, hackers and testers will often run shells on other computers that an attacker has access to, often using the built-in shell program. Okay. Then, with a collection of shells on servant machines, we'll connect to a target computer, use the shell's overload functionality to flood the target's proxy server with junk data, allowing other potentially harmful traffic through. Alright, so that's my PC. Okay. EXE files and remote execution. The exe command on modern terminals executes a file residing on the local machine of the running user, targeting that program at the machine the local user is connected to. Effectively, the command acts as a semantic shortcut and prevents the need for IP address of the connected machine being added as an argument for any run command. This also allows multiple programs to send traffic over the same socket, increasing network efficiency at an OS level. Of course, many EXE files are not written to have any function over a network, and in this case, the program will ignore the cross-network socket available to it and simply perform its function locally. Okay. Good to know. Kind of interesting. Shells. Firewall analysis and solutions. Alright, firewalls have been around for a very long time in computer security, most often serving to prevent automated foreign network traffic rather than secure against dedicated hackers. Modern firewalls can, however, be configured to prevent all security-critical traffic unless it is prefixed by a firewall solution, often referred to as a password to end users, though there is a distinct difference between the two. In this situation, the firewall solution will need to be provided before an unsyndicated login attempt can be attempted, effectively meaning that any known password cracking software will be useful while a firewall is active. Firewall complexity can be examined with the analyze command. Running the analyze command multiple times will automatically detect patterns in the response data headers and will eliminate characters that can guarantee are not part of the correct firewall solution. Once a potential solution is found, the command solve firewall solution can be used to attempt syndicate. Okay. Proxy servers. Proxy servers are essentially a secondary computer that you connect to a target through, which filters and caches network traffic to provide security and increase web performance. Proxies are configured by default to ward off traffic, and that might be considered a network threat, such as FIP flooding, at the cost of needing to whitelist desirable traffic, such as YouTube video streaming traffic. This means that while they can be inconvenient for some users, while they are correctly configured, they can entirely prevent the execution of programs that could compromise a port or security service. The most well-recognized flaw in proxy servers is their upper memory limit, which, when reached, will force them to either entirely shut down the network they are connected to, a feature which is hardly ever utilized, or allow unchecked traffic to pass through. Because of this, increasing network security budgets have led to more robust proxy servers with significantly more memory, making the process of overloading one a long and daunting task, nigh impossible with a single machine. Okay. Traces, passive. In response to the increasingly hostile and active world of computer security and hacking, new digital security suites will generally include some method of tracking the location of any hostile activity taken against said server. This is naturally an imperfect science, so there are two generally recognized forms of traces, active and passive. This article describes passive traces. Let me see. Where are we? Passive traces. Lost where I was in the article for a second. A passive trace is a computer program running on a machine that attempts to detect hostile action and mount a tracing action against it. The method of doing so varies from program to program, and consequentially the time it takes to complete does too. A passive trace can in theory be prevented from completing by using a self-induced crash at the exact time that the ping arrives from the hostile server. giving it no return, such that it assumes the packet never arrived. This would require OS-level integration, though, and is not a known feature on any widely recognized OS, leaving this an effective tracking method for would-be assailants. Alright, active traces. An active trace is a tracking effort undertaken by an individual working against either a currently active connection or, more commonly, logs left on a server by a careless hacker. An active trace is untrackable and is generally done by attempting to breach security on nodes used in the routing path and then observing the connection route logs. An active trace can be prevented by wiping away a chain in the connection link, such that the pursuer has nothing to follow. And as such, it is recommended that if an active trace is to be mounted against an assailant, it is done as soon as possible. Okay, so if I'm running a shell, would it have to go through all of my shells, or? Proxy detected and firewall detected. Okay. So I can't overload the proxy yet, but I can. Entropy asset cache. I can take care of this firewall, though. Let's see, so analyze. Alright, we're getting there. So we've got TIM. Password is time? Okay, so now I need to run the SSH. Oh, forgot about that. I have to provide the port number. Alright, so while that runs, I can port hack, and then the second that's done running, I'll trigger port hack. If people can trace me, then I'm gonna need to be significantly more efficient. Alright, port hack. Okay. Sorry, something landed on my keyboard. Looks like it's just a piece of dust, but... hexclock.exe. Or hexclock.exe. Well, let's see if I can download it. Alright, so nothing I need in the system folder at the moment, so... log. Alright, so now I need to start running some shells. So I will connect to this PC, view file system. You can run this using the shell commands? Yes, alright, so add shell on you, cd log, dc, and then I'll run a shell on at least one other that's not, like, easily connected. So I'll run a shell here, and then cd log. Remove my logs. Okay, so now I need to get into the... so I can take that off my list now that I got access to that server. So now I need to go to the test server. Which is, alright, so connect 199.59.149.230 is the IP. Alright, let's see. So first thing I do is scan. And that way I don't forget to scan. Okay, so probe. Alright, so proxy detected. Alright, so I want to overload U2. And then SSH22. Then, as soon as SSH is done running. Scan. Anything good? Nope, nothing new. Okay. Okay, so the PCs that I'm running shells on light up yellow. Good to know. The induction test. Download this file to complete your induction test. Entropy will be contacting me shortly. Bin. Zero cool. Hack the planet.txt. You fools bow down to me. I got mad skills and you know it. You certainly don't have mad grammar skills. Retort. Assuming you all know what retort means, let me start by saying you are nothing but a scrub. It probably took you all week to work out how to smash through that proxy. I bet you're probably 12 thinking you can hack the planet from your mom's 386. Good luck, kid. Move on and let the pros handle it. Alright. OP Stormwind. Need help? If you're here, chances are you know a thing or two about getting into places you don't belong. Those idiots at Stormwind have totally ruined the balance of Shaitan 3 with the latest auction house patch. I've been a super fan since the original Shaitan was released in 96, and I say we stick it to them and bring the auction house down. If you want in, leave a text file in here and I'll find you. $400 Jin Stormwind Online. Admins are pretty pissed at you. The Chinese contingency has been hammering the servers all night requesting gold. RIP. E-admins are lazy. No one ever remembers to clear out the bin folder, too. This is a test server, scrubs. It's designed for people to break in. At least tidy up. So gold. Are you tired of quests to take up all your time? Do you wish that you could spend a long, happy life without the worry of money for mounts? Then look no further than SoGold, the ultimate farming service for Stormwind Online players. For a small fee, we will take care of your account and ensure that you have enough gold to buy all the items you could ever want. All we need is a down payment of $29.99 USD, your Stormwind Online account details, and we will get you more gold than you could ever imagine. That sounds like an easy way to... Bit, please read. Oh, here we go. Bit, if you're lurking, can you please come out of the shadows? I need to talk to you. Vapor won't get off my case saying something's wrong. She's sure something's going on. Let me know. T. Alright. Sis. Nothing here, so I need to download the text file. Alright, so SCP. Induction test. Okay, that saved my session, so... And then... Alright. Confirmation mission. Greetings, not a bear. Let me be the first to congratulate you on locating and passing the Entropy Group entrance exam. While to an experienced hacker, it's a relatively trivial task, surprisingly few actually seem to manage it. Before we will be able to allow you to officially join the group, we must further confirm your abilities. A tabloid news server has recently taken a negative stance towards Entropy, and we'd like you to temporarily disable their operation. As a second test of your skill, we ask you to bring down this server's message board. If you can, leave the non-entropy related articles and the rest of the server intact. We do not wish to be needlessly destructive. This is not a request to simply wipe the server clean of articles. We just want that program brought down. Alright, there's my server. Alright, Entropy Group engaged in malicious hacking. I'm gonna read the news articles first because I'm curious. Recent reports suggest that the internet group Entropy has recently taken to sheltering and providing work for a notorious hacker. While this information cannot be confirmed yet, if it is, the group will be sure to face severe legal action in the near future. In the eyes of this reporter, this represents a clear act of betrayal towards the network that allows productive groups to thrive and should be punished severely. Reporter Tom Wilkins. Okay. I can just click on it. New Microsoft phone, about as bad as you expected. Seems Microsoft just can't catch a break. Its new waterfall phone, which our staff were fortunate enough to acquire from an anonymous benefactor, has been found to have some pretty serious security flaws. Users of the phone can expect the same buggy last-gen OS they've grown accustomed to from the ubiquitous tech giant, but now with gaping security holes to boot. Any installed apps are able to easily gain unrestricted control over the phone, and a networking bug could lead to private data being sent unencrypted all over the net. Waterfall, Microsoft's, or Microsoft, not Microsoft. Don't sue me, Microsoft. Fourth generation phone is expected to launch 2 weeks from now, but with this discovery, experts say that the launch may be delayed up to a month. Watch this space for any future developments. Okay. Suspicions arise over entropy. Internet group Entropy has been renowned for quite some time as a reliable source of information on recent developments in the internet world. However, recent actions by the group, such as the shutdown of the public access terminal after the means of which they had been procuring this information was called into question, has aroused suspicions of reporters and companies alike. Although the group has long been a credit to the openness of information, if it has been doing so by illegitimate means, the action must be taken. More news as the situation unfolds. I mean, how did you think they were getting information no one else had access to? There ain't exactly an easy way to... Is your data at risk? Popular social network Friendahole was the latest victim. That sounds wrong. Of a malicious hacking group apparently bent on compromising all forms of social media. The group's identities and locations still remain a mystery to the cyber police, but their message is clear. Nothing is safe. FaceSpace's CEO attempted today to reassure a nervous user base, explaining that FaceSpace's server is watertight, and that the only people who will have access to users' personal data at FaceSpace are them. They choose to share those they choose to share it with, and FaceSpace's 12,000 trusted advertising partners. Yeah, that tracks. New op-bull dongle patent will tantalize fanboys. What a headline right there. Hardcore op-bull fans, get your affairs in order and prepare your wallets. A new patent filed by technological golden child op-bull computing today suggests that the company could be moving into the home console market. A patent for an extensible dongle could be a component in a new gaming system. Experts say, perhaps a controller or a motion sensor. As of yet, the only design, a telescoping cylinder with rounded ends, has been granted patent status, but our sources say news on the device's functionality will only be a few days away. Watch this space. Alright, probe system. Overload their proxy. SSH 22. Okay, proxy down. And then port. Okay. Alright, so there's the message board. Let me look through what they've got first. Bin, sys. Alright, nothing there. Listings. So they wanted me just to bring down the message board, right? Or did they just want me to take out the specific files? Config sys, that's not what I need. That is binary. I cannot read binary. Config sys in this folder is a critical system file. Do not delete or rename it. Doing so will crash the board and bring the host program down. Changes to the config should be made only during scheduled outages to avoid this issue. Ah! I pressed the wrong button and I closed the game window. Maybe I am not so much of a hacker type after all. Okay, let's try this again. Relaunch the game. Bring down the resolution so I can drag it over to the correct monitor. Then turn the resolution back up. I think I have it at 1920 by 1080. Yeah, 1920 by 1080. Good. Make sure my game capture's working. Again, my game capture's working. Continue. I pressed the wrong freaking button again. I am actually just gonna launch myself off the nearest cliff. Let's try this one more time. I can't believe I've done this. Okay, turn down the resolution so I can get it on the right monitor. Because it automatically pops up on my small monitor instead of my big monitor, and I want it to be up on a big monitor so I can read the little tiny text easier. Alright, world's tiniest resolution, drag that over. Settings. Resolution, back up to 1920 by 1080. Apply. Continue. There we go. Holy technical difficulties, Batman. Confirmation mission. Okay, so I need to log in. They just want the program back down. Leave non-entropy related articles the rest of the server intact. Okay, so they just want me to bring down the message board? I can do that. Although I need to restart my frickin' shells. Alright, so what are you? You are the test PC. I can run a shell on you pretty safely. And then I think I need another shell. I'll run it on frickin' Viper, I guess. There we go. Now if I connect here. Alright, so overload these two. Okay. Alright, and I need to import hack. Once that's done. Go to the directory, cd message board, and then config sys. I just need to move or rename it, right? I can rename it, I think. That's mv config dot sys config dot, I don't know, just name it. You got there we go. Alright, so clear my logs and DC. There we go. That should do the trick. Now if I go back to the server, critical error. Yep, there we go. I'm gonna be really careful whenever I'm clicking on my mail from here on out. Welcome. Greetings. Congratulations. Your timely execution of your first contract has proved your abilities, and I can now gladly welcome you to Entropy. As a small welcoming gift, you'll find the... where was I? I lost my spot. You'll find the user details of the admin account to our asset server attached. Help yourself to any programs you might need, and view our mantra. Once you're geared up, reply to this address, and I will arrange a true test of your abilities. Alright, Entropy Asset Cache, Entropy Asset Server. There we go. Log in. Anything interesting? IRC log. Alright, that doesn't look quite right. Or that doesn't look like anything super important. Where's Pac-Man when you need him? Backups, FTP bounce. Okay, so I do need that. Mantra.text. Our group is founded on 3 pillars, which we strive to follow in all things. 1. Strive for justice and righteousness in all things. 2. Create and share more than you destroy. 3. Never have an excuse not to improve. Entropy will deny contracts that go against these pillars and remove agents that violate them. Alright. Anything good in the bin? I've got those two. Alright, so I'm just gonna clear my logs and DC. Alright. Let's see, we got... Welcome. Excellent. I'd like to be the first to formally invite you to begin accepting entropy contracts. Attached to the location of the group's secure contract database, along with login credentials necessary to access it. Feel free to accept and complete initial contracts at your leisure. I'll be in contact again to gauge your progress soon. Alright, so username, password info, contract database, login. Point clicker. A well-meaning client needs some of his data from a game server deleted to regain productivity. The famous counter hack. We recently got news of a company hiring less well-meaning hackers to retrieve some sensitive data from a rival corporation for exploitative purposes. In the interest of dissuading companies from using the hacker community in such ways in the future, we're going to ensure their transaction doesn't go smoothly. That one sounds kind of interesting. Let's do this one. Alright, the company PP Marketing recently hired a freelance hacker to break into a rival company's servers to retrieve some sensitive data, which we believe to be a mailing list. That hacker transferred the data to PP and ruined it for the actual creators. Naturally, this sort of corporate espionage is exactly the sort of business that gives hacker groups their bad reputation. And while we're not really interested in policing this in its entirety, this blatant advertising of the job across the net makes this one a little bit more public. So we'd like to ensure it doesn't pay off. We don't know exactly what the file's called, so you might have to do a little digging once you're in there. You're looking for a stolen mail list. It might be archived or encrypted. We want it deleted. We should also note that the company may be prepared for this eventuality and might have some security countermeasures in place. Okay. Let's see what we got. Hello? Keyboard? Ah, there we go. My keyboard wasn't working for a sec. Okay, so they got a proxy. Ah, shit. Okay. No, wait, I need, SSH port 22. I should have time on this. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, so I need to run SSH 22 and FTP bounce on 21. No memory. Okay. Clear that. Okay, close that. FTP 21. I've got time, which is good, because clearly I'm going to need it. Court hack. Just have that ready to go as soon as the FTP's done. I should have plenty of time to get the file I need, but... File system, home, workspace, maybe? Induction, welcome, dress code, complaint procedure, KW evidence. Okay, that's not it. Secure mail list, there we go. Secure. This is the mail list we got from the hacker. Turned out there's some sort of encryption on it. HR is saying they'll get someone else to try and decrypt it, or whatever will make it usable, but according to the first guy, it's the right size, so it's gotta be the right data. What a disaster. Well, at least we get something out of it, even if we can't use it yet. Alright, docs, incident log, logs. Anything in the bin I can get? Okay, nope, just gonna clear my logs then, and DC. There we go. I feel so hackery. Okay, so that is done. Send. Good to go. The client of your recent contract is reported a success and is pleased with your work. You are now free to accept further contracts from the contract database. Your current rating is 80 out of 100. Okay, let's see. Contract. Where's my contract database again? Contract database. There we go. Subversion communications, intimidation tactics. Colleagues of a valued client have been disrespectful and need to be sent a message. Destroy their recently created server backup. Sale for Warden Internal gone awry. A client of ours recently purchased a valuable piece of software and is refusing to pay. Delete what they unjustly hold. This sounds like it might actually get me something out of it, on top of being a mission, so I will go ahead and do this one then. Client company recently asked to purchase an extremely expensive software package from Warden Internal, our company, but it seems they never had any intention of paying. Due to some talented legal handling on their part, we are unable to pursue this via traditional means. This is where you come in. We would like to request that you pay a visit to their system and remove the software which they illegitimately have from us. We transfer our software in archive formats, usually labeled as Warden Internal Delivery.zip. Thank you for your assistance in this delicate and frustrating matter. Alright, let's see. Microsoft. That tracks, actually. Alright, so I need SSH 22 and FTP 21. FTP 21. Alright, so as soon as FTP is done, I'll run my port hack. FTP takes longer, so I should start running that one first. In terms of efficiency's sake. Okay, port hack, good. Okay, file system, home, Warden Internal Delivery. I want to see if there's anything interesting for me to get out of this. That's just a zip file. Don't think I can get anything real from that. Nothing in the bin, nothing in the sys. Okay, so I need to remove the Warden file. Right, so that's deleted. Then log. Remove my logs. And disconnect. Okay. We should be good to go. Oop, an ad break is about to run. Sorry about that. I will, just hold on and chat for a second while the ads run as soon as they start. Hope that's okay with y'all. Sorry about the ads, but Twitch does unfortunately make me run them. So, boo. Anywho. So yeah, nothing super interesting story-wise so far, other than the fact that Bit got got by somebody and is also was sloppy or forgetful, or I don't remember how they phrased it, but forgot to remove their logs, which is why I'm like focusing on removing my logs on everything. And then got and now we're here, and I'm not entirely sure how I'm supposed to reverse engineer what's happening with this, but I'll figure it out somehow. Let me see. I guess I can just go back to the entropy server. No, not the test server. Contract database. Alright, let's see. XC projects. Let's see what this is. Alright, ad break should be done in just a second, so sorry for those of y'all who just jumped in right to watch the ad. Alright, oh, I have to complete my existing contract first. Yeah, that's kind of important. Okay, welcome back from ads. I need to complete my current contract first. So, reply. Contract successful. Client of your recent contract is reported as success. Excellent. Alright, let's see what else we can do. XC project? A bit of a strange request. Someone exceptionally well-funded asks for some help in investigating a coworker's tablet to see if it's being used for personal matters. A cursory poke around their system made it look like they were obsessed with aliens. Might be a really dedicated role-playing group or a group of conspiracy theorists. Okay, there's gotta be something else that I can don't think I can break into a tablet. Don't tablets usually use a different OS? A high school has contacted us with concerns about their IT department accessing private student data, likely on the request of one of their students' parents, but we can't say for sure. They don't want anything deleted, but they want to discreetly find their IT staff's private password so they can investigate themselves. Okay. Milburn High IT office. Okay. Probe. Okay, so need to fix the get the proxy, and then SSH is faster, so I will run SSH to start. I'm kind of vibing with the music. Like, it's very vibey. I don't really have a better word for it. It's just vibey, you know? Oh. Got distracted. Focus on what I need to focus on. Port hack. Also, I must have hit caps lock at some point. Let's see. File system. Home. Misc. People not to trust. Hey dude, know where I can pick up some herb? A guy at Lacey's gave me your deets. Marcy, yeah dude, what you chasing? Sweet, how much for an ounce? 145. Man, done, deal. Where you want to meet? So we have a deal, 145 for an ounce of weed? Yeah man, done. Cool, I got your IP address, so I'll just swing by. Wait, how do you know that? Being a cop has its perks. Shit, mom's gonna kill me. Private student emails. If a student ever sends me an appreciative email, I will store it here. God, I'm so alone. Notepad.exe, you're the only one that understands me. I feel kind of bad for the guy, but also rip. Student top search history. I don't think I can say half these things on stream without Twitch, like, bonking me for it, but, sports and sports ball being at the end of the list are killing me. Also, that one chick in the French war painting. That is Lady Liberty, just so you know. Or maybe it's supposed to be, like, the goddess of victory. I don't actually remember, but either way. Regarding the announcements of internet proxy server outages. While some of our staffing body doesn't know what the proxy server going down means, clearly some of our students do. During the announced outage of it last night, apparently some students worked out that while the internet was still active, the search filter wasn't, and at the space of the 20-minute outage, downloaded a total of 22 terabytes. Holy. Onto the school servers and various homeroom PCs. Obviously, we'd like to prevent it happening again via more secure means, but at the very least, maybe don't announce it to them next time. Thanks, administration. PW memo. Mbit. I've been thinking about security. Yeah? Yeah, and I think all these upgrades are just going to be a huge goddamn hassle to put in and work with and stuff. But check this out. Easy solution. We just make the IT password asterisk 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 asterisk. I don't get it. Exactly. Just 7 asterisks. That's literally the password. Just stars. Who's even going to guess that? No one. And even if someone hacks it, looks protected. Literally unbreakable. Aren't these supposed to be IT people? Okay, so what do I need to do for the contract? Do I just need to download the file, or... Oh, reply to this with the password. Okay, so I don't need to download the file, I just need to... Well, I need to clear my tracks. Other way around. Remove all. PC. And then the password is just 7 asterisks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Add. Send. Oh, okay, really? Wow, I don't know if that guy's a genius or an idiot. Probably a bit of both. damn, I mean, I only checked it myself because the verification script said it was working and I wanted to test that. Huh. This is going to be a confusing reply to the school admins. Ugh. Good work on your end. Putting it through now. Okay, love that there's a little bit of character in the replies, you know? Contract. Current rating is 40 out of 100. EOS device scanning. Greetings, Agent. A new contract's come up that required us to pick up some new tech. As you're online now, it'd be convenient for us if you could accept this one and test it out for your next job. The contract requires us to access the target's phone, an EOS device. We've contacted a specialist in this field and gained access to the tools we need for the job, but they're largely untested as is, so keep that in mind. You'll be forwarded information on the tools from our contact shortly. Check this email first. Once you have access to the phone, you're looking to find the password to the owner's email account, one which we know he has synced to the device. Reply with that password and we'll take care of the rest. Okay. So read the other email first. VTFX. Hey, so EOS device scanner is uploaded to your asset server. Should run as a pretty standard connection targeted exe. Because it needs to read a bunch of files in the system folder to get the info on devices synced to the target computer, it needs admin access to the target machine to start running. Once it's going, it should be fine if you lose it or disconnect though. Basically, it works by checking through the backups made when a device syncs to a computer, then pretends to do a new wireless sync with the device, and uses an exploit not to open an SSH port, etc, etc. Here's the trick. Because EOS users don't get access to the terminal on their own device, all the admin passwords are the same across the entire product range. It's Alpine. No need to thank me. We probably just saved you 1,000,000 years or something. I'll be accepting the payment we agreed upon as soon as this is finished, yeah? Alright, let's see. Oh, I only need one copy of that. Okay, no, not that. What's security basics? Okay, so I need to accept the contract. Or, wait, is this it? Yeah, this is it. Okay. Do I need to accept the contract properly first? I think I do. That's not it. Oh, complete existing contracts. Okay, so I don't have to actually go and accept the contract then. Good to know. Jason's PowerBook Plus. Probe. Okay, so we need 2 ports open. Alright, so FTP 21, because that one takes longer to run, and then SSH 22. Ah, insufficient memory. Okay. I can probably close one of my proxy servers. Or I can just wait till FTP's done running. Since it's not like I have a track on me or it's not like I have a tracker or anything on me. What it's called? A trace. It's not like I have a trace. Alright. That run port hack as soon as that's done. I can close both of those. Alright, file system. What do you got for me, Jason? Kelly.text. Need anything on my way home? Why do you even bother asking? Come on, I thought we were done with all this. Done with what? All this useless fighting over nothing. You're never home, and when you are, you don't even bother to talk to me. Well, maybe you should try and appreciate that I'm working my ass off to pay off our debt so we can finally get out of here. What do you do all day? Don't turn this around on me. You know I've been looking for a job. At least I try to understand what's going on in your life. You don't even ask about mine. Whatever. See you when I get home. LMAO.text. How was the weekend? Great until they kicked me out of laundry. You got kicked out of that hellhole? What did you do? Well, apparently I was pretty smashed and the security guards caught me falling over. So as they were shoving me outside, I protested that I'm not even that drunk, guys, and then proceeded to vomit all over one of the guards. In front of about 30 people lining up outside. I'm going to bed. Still hungover. Night. LMAO 2.0. What's going on, mate? Where the hell are you? Not entirely sure. Woke up without a shirt hidden inside a shrub. We were looking for you for hours. Last I saw, you were pinging on E and chasing after the ice cream truck. We have an ice cream truck in this town? No, but you thought we did last night. I'm getting too old for this. Oh, I need to need to connect to the asset server, file system, bin. Need to download the EOS device scan. Then clear my logs, DC, go back over to the PowerBook now that I have the EOS program. EU file system. Then I need to run the EOS device. There we go. Now I have the phone, so I'm just gonna clear my logs, DC from that, and connect to the... Alright, so login. I need my... I clicked the wrong button again. God damn it. Existence is pain. Okay, one more time. In the words of one particular Marvel Rivals character, again! Alright, hello. Would you like to work, please? I'm gonna have to make this full screen so I stop accidentally clicking on the frickin' X button. So settings. Super tiny aspect ratio so I can drag it over to the right next. Okay, then settings. If I set it to full screen, then that should be fine, I think. Only issue is when I tab out, I don't know what it'll do, but... Okay, so then I just need to tab out to here, click back in here. I had to tab out so I could see what was happening with what's happening to my OBS. Make sure I'm not, like, losing my network connection or anything. Okay. Okay, so EOS device stuff, so grab that. Login, continue, file system, bin, CP, EOS device scan. Okay. Log, remove my logs. Alright. Let's see. Then I need to DC. Go to Mail. Jason's PowerBook Plus. Probe system. Doesn't have a proxy running, so I don't need my shells running anymore. But I do need to run FTP 21 and SSH 22. And I think I said the password was Alpine, right? I'm also just vibing with the music still. Okay, now I can run my port hack. File system, run EOS. Then I can check for anything interesting here, although I think I already read everything. Yeah, I already read everything there. Alright, log, remove those, DC. Jason's iPhone, probe system. So that's not gonna work. So then I need the username password, which is up in my mail, I think. Uncheck successful, okay. Alright, once you have access to his phone, apply with the password. Alright, so that's not it. EOS security basics, there we go. What? That's not it, though. Admin passwords are the same. Get admin... Okay. User admin password Alpine. There we go. Login. Admin password Alpine. complete. I am the administrator. Apps. Nope. Notes. Porkbuns.txt. Pork buns do sound good, actually. Mail? Alright, password. Add note. Password is Tintin7. Alright, pass is Tintin7. Good. Get back. System. That's gonna be all binary. Log. Bin. Nothing. Okay, so just remove the logs. PC. Reply to this email with the password. I probably didn't need to make a note of it, but the fact that I did actually, I'm pretty sure is what made me remember, so. Tintin7. Alright. My current ranking is 19. Dang, I'm moving up in the world fast. Alright, let's see what else we got. Again. The Kaguya Trials. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this here is part of the DLC. So I'm gonna complete the base game first, and then I can do the DLC, if that makes any sense. We got Smash and Grab. A client wants to be sent some information on a colleague's phone. I kind of want to try this one. This one looks interesting, because, like, the guy's all obsessed with aliens. I want to see what obsessed with aliens looks like. Hello, civilian. The XC project has need of your assistance. While a strictly quiet and internal matter, it's something I'd personally like investigated, as I've held my suspicions on it for quite some time. I believe one of the prominent research leads on our science team may be being less productive than she should be. I'd like an outside operative to investigate her tablet and see if anything's out of place or not work-related. Our servers use a centralized data storage system that mirrors files by an ID code. I'd like you to investigate the system and reply to me with the code to any file you think might be worth investigating. The files that we're after should have their ID marked at the top, like this. XC Project, ID, a whole bunch of ones, where a whole bunch of ones is the ID we're after here. Attached is a direct link to the tablet in question. Good luck, CO Bradford. Okay. See what we got. Alright, now I need a shell again, so I can close my notes. Who can I run a shell on easy? I'll run a shell on Bit's test server again. Shell cd log remove all C and then why not? I'll run a shell on this guy's power book. Cover my tracks. Always remember to cover my tracks. And I need... This is my notes. Yeah, probe system. Okay. Run these two to overload the proxy. And then I only need one open port, so I'll run SSH, because that's faster. And I am still vibing with the music. Okay, let's see what we got. Log bin system X. Here we go. Personal penetrator Mark 1 specs. 4991. Okay, so let's see. Note. How do I make a note? Let's see. Help. Alright, let's connect. Help 2. Probe, exe, disconnect, cat, open CD tray, close the CD tray, reboot, replace, analyze, solve. No, help 3. Login, clear, add note. Okay. Add note 4991. Interesting. I also want to scan this, see if I can find anything interesting. Nope, nothing connected. Rip. Laser rifle. Flight computers. Xenogenetics. The recovered species are extremely similar, not just in appearance, but in genetic makeup. My initial interpretation that they were clones may have been inaccurate. While the DNA between the entities is identical, perhaps this is a trait common to their species. Individual differences remain purely mental. Nervous systems between the species are extremely similar to those found in terrestrial mammals, including humans. What does this say about our own origins? Is this a universal constant? Why? No detected species appear to have any form of smell, though their visual senses appear very similar to those found in some insects, though much more developed. Facial openings in the region appear to be used as close to a form of taste, though it serves practically the same function. Okay, well that was like the only personal thing, is the one that I wrote down the code to, so... Alright, so 4991. Impressive work, civilian. You've been much more thorough than I expected. Oh, I got a whole bunch of mail, okay. It looks like the interrogation tooling project is coming along nicely. A little bit more extensive than I would have expected, but we don't question the doctor on these things. At any rate, this was commissioned by the commander. It all seems in order. Bradford out. Right, contract successful. Aggression must be punished. Okay. You've proved yourself very capable in a small amount of time. I'm impressed. There's something that's been bothering me for a while. A relatively new but apparently talented hacker by the handle Naix, I think is what that said. Naix has been a bit over-aggressive. He claims to have recently stolen a great deal of internal data from Microsoft Inc. Entropy is actively trying to improve the view of the hacker community in the eyes of the public. Just because our methods can be illegitimate does not mean our intentions are to harm. Naix, I think that says Naix. I can't tell if that's an N, the text is too small. Has been doing a lot of damage to this effort. I would like you to delete what he stole. The IP he used to access their servers is attached. The archive should be on that node somewhere. A recently acquired program has been added to the asset server to aid you in this task. Okay, so, let's see. Apply. File system, bin. Sagecrack. SMTP overflow. Alright, so SCP, SMTP. Good. Remove my logs, cover my tracks. If I remember correctly, I accidentally messed up this questline the first time by shutting him down too fast. Like, there's a trace on this computer, if I remember correctly. And if you shut him down too fast, it can actually permanently block off this questline. So when I get traced, I'm going to let it trace me. Which may seem counterintuitive, but it is what it is. Alright, so I need to... overload. Yep. Okay, that's a very fast... Alright, so SSH 22. SSH... Alright, then I need FTP 21. And then the SMTP is 25. Then I need port hack ready to run. I do still have to actually get the files before I can let the trace finish, though, so, okay, run that. Let's see, home, Microsoft. Alright, so scan. Okay, nothing connected. Bin, system. Okay, log. I need to remove my logs. And DC, I think. Nakes. Okay, so it was an N. Seriously? You think you can just fuck with my stuff and leave without consequence? Oh, I didn't even process that I was swearing until after I did it. Did you think I wouldn't find you? Whoop. Yep. There we go. Alright, so I do actually think I have to let this one happen so that I don't, break the quest line. So, as ominous as this is gonna get, I'm just gonna sit back and let it do its thing. Problem has been detected, and Hacknet OS has been shut down to prevent damage to your computer. Okay. This section's really cool. Okay, defaulting to terminal mode. Locate and restore a valid file. Consider examining reports and log for problem cause and source. System UX resources unavailable. Defaulting to terminal mode. Okay. Let's go. Alright. CD log. Alright, connection established. Connection to my PC. So that is, wait, what was the command for help? It was cat. It was cat command. Alright, so cat file name. Okay, so I need to list what's in log. Connection. File deleted. Opened all of my ports. Alright, so I can connect to his computer, 203, 128, 101, 252. Probe. Gonna run that, gonna run port hack. List out the files in his directory. I am kind of curious, but I don't. Yeah, cute. Well, you're much better than I thought. I'm legitimately surprised. I wish sarcasm conveyed better through this text format. Also, don't mess anything up. I like this proxy. Alright. List. Alright, so cd sysfolder list SCP X server sys. There we go. So then I need to list the files in my directory. Should be in bin now. List. Alright, so that didn't... Copying to local folder /sys. Okay. So what I need to do for this is I need to locate and run the thing. Alright, Alright, so that'll take me back to the root. Then I need to cd sys list x. Alright, so what do I do now? Where's my page up? Can I scroll up? That's not it. Alright, so what do I need to do? Oh, I got another bot, dang it. I forgot what I'm supposed to do here. So do I just need to run the help, page number, SCP file, scan, remove processes, kill processes, list, CD, move, connect, help 2, open CD tray, close CD tray, reboot. Oh, okay, that should work. I think that's what I need. There we go. Nice. Oh, I got a whole different interface now. And now I'm gonna have to move myself around again so I'm not blocking the terminal. Dang it. Okay. Now I get to go over here. Oh, that's not it. Aggression must be punished. So wait, this is his system, right? Didn't I? Nope, I don't have to log in anymore. RIP. Test server. Well, I guess I just respond to the email then. Hopefully that will do. It appears as though you have completed the requested task, at least at a cursory look. Hopefully this community's profile will remain a little civilized for some time. Longer. While the job appears to be done for now, I'm not convinced there's no other copies. I'd expect to hear something about it being deleted from one of the hacker IRC channels I idle in, but nothing so far. Hopefully it's a delayed reaction or something they'll try to cover up. If you'd like to poke around a little more, be my guest. In the meantime, there is something you can give me a hand with. Someone on those channels has been talking about the job you were investigating. This is about the IP the server the files were taken from. Could you see if you can get it for me? Just reply to this with the IP as additional text. I ran a simple track on him, and it looks like the data will be where I linked. Okay. I want to figure out what's up with this guy first. More. Actually, okay, so I'm going to look at my logs. Alright, so... Connect 203 and 28 101 252. My mouse is in the way. Alright, let's see. I'm just realizing that my chat is blocking everything now. Let me move that over here, up above me, so it's not blocking everything. There we go. View file system, home, IRC logs. Okay, that's not anything important. What? Some girl just came onto our floor and was yelling for, I can't read that on stream. Anything interesting in the bin? Web server worm. I think I want that. Alright, so I'm just gonna clear my tracks. And DC. Wait, no, I need to scan the damn thing. Probe system. Wasn't this the one I was just connected to? Or no, it's not. This is... Oh, this is the server I deleted stuff off of initially. I don't think I scanned it, did I? Let's see. So what can I easily run a shell on? Let's run a shell on the government tablet. Alright, now that I'm running 2 shells, I'm gonna go back over here. Probe system. Overload, overload, and then I need SSH 22. And I want to try the web server this time. Web server 80. And then SMTP should be faster, I think. SMTP 25. Okay, we're good on that. I can run port hack now. No, port hack. Okay. File system, home. I should scan this just in case. No, servers. Local admin. Alright, well that's clearly not it. So log, government tracks, and DC. There we go. Gonna connect to his other PC just to see what I can do. Connect 203. 128, 101, 252. This is the one I need to scan. Terminal makes root gateway. Okay. Let me write that down. Add note. 173.194.35172. Great, so then I'm just gonna cut on the tracks again. PC. Alright, let's try this. I'll try connecting to his server 173.194. 173.194. 35172. SSH 22, SMTP 5, and then web 80. Ah, is it not overload faster? Dang it, I'm gonna get traced. Maybe I need a third proxy? Do I not have access? No, I don't have access. Okay. I got access to this guy, though. Run a third shell. That should overload it faster, so that now I can get to the root gateway. Probe. Overload. Overload. Oh, proxy is bypassed. There we go. SSH22, web 80, and then I'm gonna want SMTP 25 as soon as that finishes running. Insufficient memory. Dang it. Okay. Close a proxy, I guess. Port hack, there we go. I'm gonna get traced, dang it. Scan. File system. Okay, nothing found. Home, maybe? Let me just see. Okay, I'm admin now, good. Let's see what we got. I gotta go. There's a dude next to me and he's watching me type, which is sort of starting to creep me out. Yes, dude next to me, I mean you. Data, it's just binary. Speech notes. Comedy presentation Friday. Do not forget. Facebook integration, synergy, overclocking the CPU, quality-driven approach, roadmap to the future. So, a whole bunch of business jargon that doesn't actually mean anything. What the fuck is a palindrome? No, it's not, dude. Ha! And it's off the cuff remarks like that that are the reason I don't log chats. Just in case the FBI ever needs anything on me. I'm sure they can just get it from someone who does log chats. FBI has joined GameCube Cafe. FBI, we saw it anyway. Love that. I actually kind of adore that. Pirate cart to get.txt. Plugins to get when I have the time. I did scan this, right? Yeah, I scanned it. Nothing new. Contract. Worst front ever. Okay, probably can't read that out, but either way, it's kind of interesting. Admission letter. Dear Julius, you have been formally accepted to enroll at the Royal Military Intelligence Commission. We're thrilled that you've chosen our prestigious institution to continue your academic endeavors. When you arrive on campus next month, the admissions office will issue you your campus ID along with your room assignment. I look forward to seeing you when the semester begins. P.S. Thanks for the donation. It was greatly appreciated. Sounds like college admissions. Okay, well, I want my xserver.suspect, so SCP not. Oh. It's got brackets. Not. Move that. If I don't get my server, you don't get my server. Then anything good? FTP not SSH crack web server work. Nothing good. Alright, so good. Alright. Now here's the real mission. Proxy detected. Get those two down. Alright, and then I need to be running SMTP is SMTP 25. Overload faster! Overload faster! I'm gonna run out of time! Whew. 25. There we go. And then I need web servers to RAM intensive to run those both at the same time, but I can run SSH. And then I'll have web server worm up and running as soon as I have the extra RAM. And port hack. Come on, come on, come on. Ugh. Okay. I think I got it. I am now administrator. Let's go. New folder. IOC log. Hi, everybody. Try pressing the caps lock key. Okay, that's the same one we saw already. saw that already. Loot Microsoft Docs.txt. Okay, I'm gonna write this down. Add notes. 168.61.2.246. Good. All right. Docs. Jesse.txt. Okay. Land time. Okay. Anything good in the bin? Just FTP bounce. Okay, so I will go ahead and just scan first, then remove my logs in BC. Alright, IP is 168.61.612.246. I want to try connecting to it first, actually. See what I can do. 82.246. Subsystem. Okay. Let's see if they trace me. Yeah, they trace me. Okay. Did I clear my logs on what's-his-face's server? I think I did. In that case, I'll send this. Reply. 168.61. 168. 6182.246. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Send. Congratulations. It appears as though you have completed the requested task. Hopefully this community's profile will remain a little civilized for some time longer. While your current service to Entropy is greatly appreciated, it's become clear that this organization will not satisfy you. To be honest, Entropy is never going to be a big player in the hacker world. I created it to be some sort of goodwill front to what's a very quickly deteriorating public image of the hacker subculture. While I hope that you'll continue to help out if Entropy needs you, you've more than deserved this offer. I'm a member of a rather powerful invite-only hacker group known as CSEC, a group which contains only exceptional hackers and computer security experts, where I think you'd fit right in. Aw, thank you! I've set a request for you to receive an invite, and you should receive an email from them shortly with an acceptance test. Note that I do not do this lightly. An invite to this group is highly sought after in some circles. Greetings! The CSEC group is an invite-only group of talented hackers and digital security experts. We offer substantial knowledge and resources to exceptional individuals to create a community of shared learning, information, and progress. A member of our group has extended an invitation for you to join our organization. As an administrative detail, we'll require a small demonstration of your abilities and knowledge in order for you to be accepted into our group. To continue, please reply to this email with the password you will find associated with your name on one of our test servers. If you have any difficulties, we recommend you contact the Network Education Archives. Congratulations and good luck. Okay, this seems like it's going to be starting a whole new section. What time is it? I do not have time to start a whole new section tonight. So I probably will finish up here. Sorry about that. I know it's been a shorter stream than usual, but I really don't, like, if I start a new section now, I just know that I'm going to, like, get super, super into it. And then, okay, I'm gonna save. Exit to menu. I know I'm gonna get, like, super focused into it, and then I'm going to look at the clock, and it's going to be 10 p.m., and I'm gonna be like, oh, I haven't eaten yet. So, I am gonna finish up here for tonight. Let me look and see if I have anyone I can go ahead and raid into. Anyone I follow live? I'm always self-conscious about raiding into someone bigger than me, even if it's someone that I'm, like, a fan of. I know I probably shouldn't be, but I am regardless, but You know what? We're gonna raid into we're gonna raid into a stray calling Natura, I think. She is she's a trained opera singer and she's really, really good. It looks like she's playing the new Tomodachi Life. So thank you all so much for stopping by. I know it's a small short stream today, but I really appreciate it. My schedule for the next week should be posted later tonight. And until then, I will hopefully see you next time. Bye. Where's my ending screen? There's my ending screen.